Hello, New Mexico, and welcome to the live sports of New Mexico. My name is Chris Perez.
And my name is Bryan Clampitt, and we are so glad that you have joined us today. You know, what we love to say is that life is a sport that God wants you to win, and that's what this show is all about.
Yes, and that's what we really want you guys to remember. Just this life of an athlete, this life of a coach is really hard. It's a big platform, and this show is really for you guys, for you, the student athlete, for the coach, to understand that, hey, you have something here. Sports really truly reveals your character and your core values. And so this is the show we really want to help you find your purpose, understand that your faith can be restored, and that also, we do this for an eternal prize, not just a temporary prize.
You know, we want to take a little bit of time today and just help you get to know more about us and who we are and what we're all about. And I think you'll see that, hey, we're not much different than you. We've been through a lot of things that you may be going through. And so hopefully our lives can speak to your life and what you're going through. Maybe we can help. And that's our heart, is to help you do better at life. And that's what God is all about. That's what His Word is all about. So again, we're so thankful that you've joined us today, and we hope you'll continue to watch and invite those you know to watch as well. So Chris, let's hear your story.
Yes, and for you guys that don't know, I played for UNM. I was a walk-on from 2010 to 2014. Played under Coach Alfred and Coach Neal. Both really great coaches, both strong men of God. And that just really, truly taught me about discipline, about excellence. Just really helped me be a true student athlete. That now that I'm a coach and athletic director, it's really helping me now of what they've taught me, that I could give it to student athletes and coaches today. I grew up in Corona, California. There I played basketball in high school, and I also played volleyball in high school there as well. But mostly it was basketball, and I've played against some tough guys. I played at a really good school. My freshman year, I was so nervous. I loved the game of basketball, and I really wanted to play it, so I was really nervous about tryouts. Sure enough, I made the team. I made the freshman team. Then I really wanted to make the JV team and the varsity team. And then I talked to my coach about that. I really just truly wanted to see if I can make it. And I asked him, and he said, you know what? I want you on the freshman team. I want you to be a leader. I want you to be a captain. I want you to, embrace that role. But for a kid that really wanted to be a part of JV and varsity, it didn't really sit well. But then I understood that, I need to respect my coach and just do what he asks and know that he wants what's best for me. So I go through my freshman year, have a really good season. My coach actually calls me up during the playoffs, jumps me up from freshman to the varsity team. And then that's when we won our state title. I was able to be a part of that. Had a lot of fun with that team, a really good team, a lot of players I learned from. And, from there, it was just, that experience of being on the team, practicing with them, understanding game plans and watching film and all that different stuff. So I learned that right away as a freshman and experienced a lot. Sophomore year, I thought, you know what? Coach put me on varsity, and I think he's going to want me on varsity for the rest of my time there. Still, he comes to me and says, you know what? We have a lot of good players on this team. I still want you to be on the JV team, be a captain, be a leader, get a lot of minutes. And again, it didn't sit well. I still want to be on varsity so badly, but I still respected my coaches and believed he wanted what's best for me. So I played JV, have another good year. Coach calls me up again for varsity during the playoffs. And we lose in the semifinals. We almost get our second state title. But again, experiencing the playoff atmosphere in high school, especially in California, was amazing. The crowds, the student sections, all that. You student athletes know you play for that. The band and all that different stuff. So it was really fun to be a part of that. Junior year, not only did I want to make varsity, I just, I really wanted to start. I wanted to be a key player. So I do make the varsity team, but my coach tells me, you know what, I want you to come off the bench. I want you to be that spark plug, that energy guy off the bench. And so again, I like the part where, you could, you hear your name, you hear the cheerleaders are right, high-fiving you and all that stuff. But, I love basketball so much I wasn't going to quit just because of that situation. So I still played for a good team, and had another successful year, a 20+ win season. There we lose in the semifinals, we get close again. But the whole time, I just played varsity. I just really embraced my role as a six-man. Just someone that came in, that guarded their best player, that just got all the hustle points, all that different stuff. It wasn't really about myself. It was just really just being a part of a really good team. Senior year again, I want that starting role. Didn't get it. Just really embraced it. Coach really had me in a good role, and in senior year it was kind of the same way. Just going through that same progression of having a good year, going into the playoffs and experiencing all that. But in the middle of my senior year, I kind of got discouraged because I wasn't really getting any offers. A few D2 offers, but I really just want to play D1 because, again, just being a part of seeing a big atmosphere, a big crowd, all that, the noise and stuff. I really wanted to be a part of that. So I was getting discouraged, but my coach, my high school coach, he was so awesome. He has so many contacts and connections, and he really fought for me to be, someone that could, play college basketball. So sure enough, my high school coach, he got me a spot on the UNM basketball team, play under Coach Alford. Was a walk-on there for 4 years. I barely thought I was going to make the team, but I eventually made it. And I made it throughout the 4 years and really experienced a lot. So just through all that, I won a lot of games. I'm the winningest Lobo, but I really wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, and that was being on a really good team. Even though I didn't play that much, I was a part of a really good team, and I think God put me in those positions because He knew I was going to learn a lot, and I was going to experience a lot, and I was going to be able to tell this story over and over and over again. So just understand that even though you win games, you lose games, we do this for an eternal prize. We do this because we love God, and that no matter what, no championship, no amount of money is ever going to be close to what we could get with God, and that's eternal life in heaven. So I just want to share that part with you, share our vision. When we come back, we're going to have Bryan over here tell his story and what his vision is for this show. We'll be right back.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either He's Lord of all or He is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know Him and follow His teachings, #life change will occur.
Dr. George Stribling, the ultimate sports chiropractor, is a proud sponsor of ProView Sports. For 34 years, he has been the chiropractor for sports injuries, soft tissue, muscle fatigue, muscle sprains, neck and back injuries. Dr. Stribling specializes in a kinesio taping technique that is designed to facilitate the body's natural healing process while providing support and stability to muscles and joints without restricting the body's range of motion. Sports injuries are Dr. Stribling's specialty.
Champion Cryotherapy is Albuquerque's leading provider of non-invasive cold therapy for weight management, pain management, beauty and wellness, and athletic recovery. Champion Cryotherapy provides a safe and natural athletic performance and recovery benefits such as faster recovery from stress of athletic performances, competitive sports, and training. Champion Cryotherapy, you could visit us, Wyoming Boulevard, just south of Paseo del Norte. That's 821 Cryo.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between, Garden Schwartz Team Sales has the products and professional services you'll need to be your best. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales details today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Welcome back to the Live Sports in New Mexico show. I hope that my testimony inspired and encouraged you to really focus on the eternal prize that we have with God. And now we have former Lobo, current pastor at Legacy Church, wanting to share his testimony as well and his vision he has for this show.
Thanks, Chris. I really, again, excited to be here and excited for this opportunity. A little bit about myself. I grew up in Dallas, Texas. Go Cowboys. And my parents actually met here at the University of New Mexico. So I always told them I would never, ever go to New Mexico. Like, I would go anywhere else but New Mexico, just not there. So, well, I played high school football. I started getting recruited. I actually ended up getting hurt my senior year of high school, totally discouraged. It was really hard. I thought I might have missed out on some opportunities, but I ended up getting the opportunity of a lifetime to have a chance to walk on at the University of New Mexico. And I always knew in my heart that I wanted to play D1 football. So I walked on, made the team, earned a scholarship after a few years, and ended up being a backup quarterback, and we went to bowl games 4 out of the 5 years I was there, so it was really a great experience. I played for Coach Rocky Long and had a lot of great teammates, and we had a blast all throughout the years. And what I realized looking back is that God was really at work in my life. I didn't really know it. I didn't realize it. I thought God was kind of far off and distant and didn't really care much, but what I realized is that He was really present and available and there and around, and He lined things up in my life, and He brought me to New Mexico for a reason. I met my wife Erica, who's incredible. We now have 3 little kids, and I'm a part of a great church at Legacy Church, amazing people there. Pastor Steve Smotherman is incredible. If you don't have a home church or a place to go, I would encourage you to come check it out sometime. And God has really worked in my life. I was kind of crazy in college. I did a lot of dumb stuff. I was partying and doing all kinds of things like that. And then I realized who God really was, is that He's around and He cares. And He has a purpose for your life and for my life. And once I found my purpose, it helped me so much. And so part of this show is to help you find your purpose. The Bible says that if you don't have a vision or a purpose for your life, then you'll perish, you'll struggle. And that's not what we want. Again, we want you to win at life. And so part of that is helping you find your purpose. And God has an incredible purpose just for you. A lot of times we look at other people and we think, I want to be like them, I want to be like them, I wish I was that person, I wish I had what they had, I wish I had what they had. But God created you to be you. He loves you. He doesn't want to bless who you're pretending to be. God wants to bless you and who He made you to be, and He has great things planned for you. He has a purpose for your life. You were created on purpose, for a purpose. And once you find that, once you discover that, your life will never be the same. I'm so thankful that I was able to discover that, and now I work with students, and I work with a whole bunch of different families, and I'm just excited about what God is doing in my life, and He has great things in store for your life. And one of the people who I want to mention that was at UNM when I was there, if you don't know him, you've definitely heard him, the famous voice of the Lobos, Mike Roberts, a special person all the way around, and we know that just recently he lost his life. So we wanted to take a second and just honor him and his contribution to UNM and to the state of New Mexico. He truly was a special guy. So if we could take a second and maybe just do a moment of silence to honor Mike Roberts. And you know, just like Mike had that great voice, that recognizable voice that we all know, we all remember, we all love. He had an incredible voice to bring sports live. That was an awesome purpose that he had. In the same way, God, again, has a purpose for your life, to do something unique and special, to make a difference in the lives of other people. And so we hope that as you continue to watch this show, that you'll find that you'll realize that God is really good, and He's kind, and He's caring, and He's close. He's not far away or angry. We hope you'll realize that and begin to find the God-given purpose He has for your life. Chris?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how the sports we played, I mean, that's what God really used. I mean, He used that platform, and for me, basketball was kind of like my God until, I became saved. It was something that I just loved so much that I would do whatever it took to play basketball, and I knew God was there the whole time. I never really truly served Him. I never was really, going to church all the time, and I was trying to go sometimes, but basketball just kept getting in the way. But God has really, helped me find my purpose as a coach. He helped me find my purpose as an athlete. Just what I went through, He gave me something that I loved so much, so I could glorify Him. And so that's what I really love doing. I know you guys as athletes, as coaches, you really have to understand that God is giving you something to love. Whatever it is, whatever sport, whatever, career choice you have, God has given you something to love. And I think it's important to really focus on that, really find that purpose, that if you love something so much, you're going to do whatever it takes to be a part of it, to have it. Even when we love people and we love our family, we will do whatever it takes for them. And that's what you got to do. For me personally, it was basketball. I'll do whatever it takes to be a part of it. And that's why I love coaching. After playing for so long, since third grade, I really just decided, hey, after my playing career, I needed to know what's next. And I really got into church. I really started going every single Sunday, every Wednesday night. And I really understood, like, okay, this is why God put this, in my heart, is because He wanted to use this sport, for me to help glorify Him.
Yeah, one of the things that I think will help you find your purpose. Maybe you are searching. Maybe you have no idea. What am I supposed to do? What does God want me to do? I have no idea. I get it. I've been there. One thing that I want to encourage you to do is think about what you're passionate about. And what you're passionate about is what you should go after with all your heart. What you're excited about. What would you do if you could get paid as much as you wanted, but you do it anyway? What would you do for free? Think about those things, and that will help you discover what your purpose is and what your purpose isn't. Now, next up, I want you to stay tuned because we have a very special guest with us. We're going to be having special guests all season long, and we're really excited about this next guest. I played football with him at UNM, and I'm pumped to have him here with us, so stay tuned after the break.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either He's Lord of all or He is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know Him and follow His teachings, # life change will occur.
At ProView Networks, we get better every day. For example, we've got some interns that are just fired up.
Bird. Hey, what's up?
All right, got a list for you.
Okay.
Need it done by the end of today. Don't forget the coffee.
Okay. Hey, Jason. You got your coffee, all the stuff you need on the list.
Okay, wow. Good job, Bird.
Football's back. ProView Networks live every week on Comcast 26. All brought to you by Crown Jewels and Coin. Crown Jewels and Coin for all you treasure.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. all of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between, Garden Schwartz Team Sales has the products and professional services you'll need to be your best. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Selling your home? Know its value? As part of Greater ABQ Home Realty Service, we offer a free no-obligation market analysis so you can learn the value of your home before placing it on the market. Servicing Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Placitas, Corrales, and the East Mountain. And we're dedicated to making our clients customers for life. Locally owned, locally focused, Greater ABQ Homes Realty. Contact Tom Schoeneman at 505-821-1234 or visit our website at greaterabqhomes.com.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Welcome back to Life Sports of New Mexico. I'm here with my co-host Chris Perez, and we are joined in studio with a very special guest. This is Jamar Latchison. He was my teammate at the University of New Mexico. I love Jamar because he actually makes me feel small, believe it or not. This guy is huge. You should see his guns in person. But Jamar, we're so glad that you are here with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
And I know you were also at UNM when Chris was there too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he was. I remember him in the student section. He was the rowdy one out there and chanting my name to get me in. So he was a big supporter of mine. Yeah. So loved his friendship.
Craziness.
Awesome. Also, Jamar didn't silence his cell phone. Yeah. Way to go, dude.
Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure I'm putting it on vibrate.
That's okay. Well, hey, listen. We're really glad you're here with us today. I know that you have a great story as well. So we just kind of want to get to know a little bit more about you and maybe what you've been through and how that can help somebody else. So go for it.
Honestly, it's been a long journey. Started playing football when I was like 6 years old. So literally I've been playing football for about 20 years. Not too many people can say they've been doing something for 20 years. But when it comes to relying on God, you recognize that you want to put in the work. One thing I noticed at my I guess I should back it up a little bit. I played in the NFL. I went to the Green Bay Packers as an undrafted free agent in 2012. And it was an accumulation of a lot of hard work. I trained for my pro day in Houston, trained for tryouts in California, really trained all over. But when it came down to it, you recognize that putting in the work is what gets results. A lot of times, oftentimes, we look at God as like, hey, I want this and that, make it happen. I don't want to do anything, just make me smile. Yeah, pretty much like, our own little personal genie in the bottle. Right. And we have to recognize it doesn't work that way. You put in the work, he'll come and meet you where you are, and just recognize how hard you do want something. And his will is perfect, and operating with him in his will really kind of just brings forth anything you could want, more than you could really even imagine. I know personally for me, even though I didn't make the final roster at the end of that camp, I still had the greatest experience in my life. And it was just one of those times where I wouldn't really trade it for anything. But I know I came to a point of discouragement and really just lost a lot of faith. And because I felt something I worked so hard for. I dedicated so much time and so much energy through college and after college that it didn't really work out the way I was expecting it to, the way I wanted it to. But I recognized just maintaining my focus on God rather than my situation or my circumstance was a way to get out of it. And he met me where I was and, you know, let me know that everything isn't perfect, but if I remain diligent and move forward, I would have another opportunity. And sure enough, around May, the beginning of May, I sent out my tape to the New Mexico Stars, the professional indoor team here in New Mexico, and they're actually based out of Rio Rancho. And they wanted to bring me on for the playoffs. They called me right back and said, we love your tape, we love your stats, your submission, everything that's coming with your package, and want to bring you on for the playoffs. Flew me right down, and I was a part of the team. So I kind of saw that as like my second chance. Like, God is faithful to his word every time. And you know, a lot of times when it comes to sports, we think about how much something may not last or how much it may not work out for us. And so, you know, we can get caught up in thinking the wrong things. But in truth, stay with God. He'll keep you on track, even when you feel like there's no way in, no way out through your circumstance. He'll find a way or make a way, honestly. And it's just remaining faithful in that is what helped restore my faith in athletics. And because I was going to be done with the game completely. Like, I was like, you know, I played and I made it to the top tier in one sense or another, and I can just, you know, call it quits. But I'm not really a quitter in any sense, and he didn't let me quit. It's not finished for me. So
let me ask you this. What would you say to someone that's out there, they're on their team, they're playing, maybe they're discouraged with their coach, maybe their team has been losing, they're ready to quit, they're ready to give up, they're ready to just be done. What would you say to them right now?
Diligence. Remain diligent. When you remain diligent in work ethic, you put forth effort in areas that provide an opportunity for another part of you to grow. So you remain diligent and put forth an effort in a certain circumstance, you find yourself growing in leadership. You find yourself growing in communication, in teamwork, team building. All these areas are a result of putting forth effort, and you have to remain diligent in that effort in whichever direction you're doing. So when things are going bad, trust me, I've been a part of a team where things went bad like a lot, and we had to come back from some rough losses, man. And it's just really a part of keeping your head high and keeping your eyes focused on what's really important, and that's God. And he won't fail you. He's never failed me yet, and he won't fail you. So it's amazing to realize that you have access to someone who loves and cares so much that, you know, all you could really worry about is taken care of.
That's awesome. Well, Jamar, thanks so much for being here. Me and Chris want to do something real quick with you. A little rapid fire segment. So I'm going to ask a question, he's going to ask a question. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Favorite movie?
Bad Boys 2.
What's your favorite
Lion King.
flavor of ice cream?
Cookie dough, because they don't have German chocolate in ice cream.
Okay. Favorite restaurant?
Tucanos, because I'm back in Albuquerque.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, red chili or green chili?
Green chili. Green chili, definitely.
Okay. Play for the Packers, but what's your favorite football team?
Denver Broncos.
Okay.
3-0, baby.
Okay.
Okay. And then, are the Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl this year?
No, Kansas City Chiefs will.
Wow. The Kansas City Chiefs, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
They're just looking great. I thought it was going to be the Jets, but no. I'm going to put my money with the Chiefs. Cowboys will be good, though.
Okay, and how are the Lobos going to finish out?
I don't want to say. I don't know. I kind of leave that one to go. Let's go with 8-4. Best season I experienced.
Okay. Yeah, awesome.
Sounds good. Well, we would like to thank you guys for joining us for our first show. We've had a blast. We're getting to know each other, and hopefully we've inspired and encouraged you through our unique stories. If you have any prayer requests or would like to come on and share your testimony, follow us on social media. We have @ProView TV on Twitter. We also have on Instagram. Look us up, Bryan Clampitt, Jay Latchinson, and Chris Perez. We thank you for joining us today, and God bless you.